The landing, Nelson noticed, seemed different, more turbulent than usual. The plane shook violently, and passengers gripped their armrests, bracing for impact. The tension in the cabin was palpable as the aircraft struggled against the elements. Suddenly a jarring impact. A deafening boom. The plane lurched violently sideways. Nelson gripped his armrest, his heart pounding. Through the snow-covered window he saw a terrifying sight. A massive fireball erupted on the left side of the aircraft. The cabin filled with screams and the sickening smell of jet fuel. The plane, engulfed in flames and smoke, flipped upside down. The once serene flight had turned into a nightmare within seconds. The impact was jarring and the chaos that followed was unimaginable. Nelson found himself hanging upside down, his seatbelt the only thing holding him. His heart pounded in his chest as he tried to make sense of the disorienting scene around him. The world was turned on its head, quite literally. Disoriented and terrified, he heard the frantic cries of his fellow passengers. The air was thick with smoke and the sounds of panic. People were shouting, crying, and desperately trying to free themselves from the wreckage. "Get out! Get out!" People scrambled for the exits, their faces etched with terror. The urgency in their movements was palpable as they fought to escape the burning aircraft. Every second felt like an eternity. Adrenaline surged through Nelson as he unbuckled his seatbelt and joined the desperate rush. His hands trembled, but he knew he had to move quickly. The heat from the flames was intensifying, and the exit seemed so far away. Safe on the ground, surrounded by first responders, Nelson couldn't believe he was alive. The chaos around him was overwhelming, but the relief was palpable. He had walked away from a plane crash, something many don't live to tell about. Nelson couldn't believe he was alive. The sheer magnitude of the event was sinking in, and he felt a mix of gratitude and disbelief. He looked around at the other survivors, each one with a story of their own. He had walked away from a plane crash. The wreckage behind him was a stark reminder of how close they had come to disaster. Every step he took felt like a blessing. "It's amazing that we're still here," he whispered, his voice shaking with emotion. The gratitude in his heart was immense, and he knew that this day would forever change his life. The investigation into the cause of the crash is ongoing, led by the Transportation Safety Board of Canada. Experts are meticulously combing through the wreckage, looking for clues that could explain what went wrong. While the full story is yet to unfold, one thing is certain: the resilience and bravery of the passengers and crew are undeniable. The investigators are determined to uncover the truth, ensuring that such an incident never happens again. John Nelson and the other passengers on Delta Flight 4819 experienced a miracle on the runway. Their survival is a testament to the quick response of the emergency teams and the indomitable human spirit. As they hugged and celebrated their survival, they knew they had been given a second chance at life.